Finding problems? That's easy. They exist in every community. I'm Terry Springs, your host. We're looking deeper, and we are talking solutions, finding out how we all can make a difference. We've got a lot to cover on today's show. We're going to start out by talking with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Got Danna Hagenberger in studio. Sounds like a good German name.
Yeah, crazy.
Mine's Springs. That's German too, but it's simple German, which I'm simple, so that makes sense. Danna's here. Also in the studio is Kennedy. Kennedy, how old are you?
6 3/4.
Oh, I love it when you keep track that way. When you get to my age, you don't keep track of the 3/4 anymore. But yeah, that's a great age. So we've got Danna, and we also have Kennedy in studio with us. We're talking about the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Danna, the project that you have undertaken was brought to attention by one of my coworkers. Mike brought me a folder about you, and he said that you are actually trying to become, or in the process of becoming, one of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Women of the Year?
Yes. Basically, it's a competition to raise money for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society. So it's just a title. It's more about raising money for the kids and the families with lymphoma. So I was nominated, and I took on that challenge.
What is your connection to the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society? Because I find when people are very committed to a cause, generally you either, if you don't have that situation yourself, someone in your family or your friends or coworkers, someone else you know is dealing with that disease.
Yes, actually, my nephew fought cancer for 18 years. He was diagnosed with leukemia when he was 2, and when he was 5, it came back. And actually, 20 years ago, he was the first non-related cord blood donor ever. At that point in time, there had been 5 or 6 siblings, but he was the first stranger. They only had 3,000 donors at the time, and he was the first non-related donor. He was in a sterile bubble for a year, and he stayed cancer-free for 9 years from that. And unfortunately, back then, they treated the cancer through the brain, and he ended up coming down with a brain tumor. He had that for 6 years, and he fought it, and he lost his fight when he was 20. So that's how I got involved. When they came to me and asked me, they said, this is a cause very close to your heart. And it is. I saw what families go through. I saw what the kids go through. I saw the pain, the finances, the tears, the laughter, the hugs. I mean, there's just so much that families go through when they're fighting this disease. It doesn't matter if it's an adult, a child, it affects everybody involved. That's why I was willing to take on this cause. I'm very passionate about it, and I'd like to help make a difference in the world.
Sounds to me like you're well on the way.
Thank you. We're trying.
I personally believe that we're all here to help make the world a better place. And I know there's a lot of bad things going on the planet that I'm not in control of, but there are some very good things that happen here that I can make an impact in. So that's what we're looking at here. Would it be correct for me to describe leukemia, lymphoma as kind of a cancer of the blood?
Yes, it is. The cancer of the blood. And every 3 minutes, somebody is diagnosed with leukemia or lymphoma.
So there's a lot of people who actually face this.
A lot of people.
Kennedy, we've got you in studio, our 6 3/4-year-old guest. It's great to have you here. Why do you know about the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society?
I know that
Want to talk about your story when you got sick?
when I got sick, I didn't know what was happening, and my mom and dad were very scared. But when they went to the doctor, they asked him, and he said that I had cancer, and it was very scary.
How old were you?
3 years old.
3 years old, and they're telling you tough stuff like that? And your parents were very scared? Of course they were. What happened? What did you do?
Well, he told my parents to go to the hospital, and we went to the front, and we asked them for a room, and we got a room for me, and I had to stay in that room for a long time.
And those aren't the most fun rooms to hang out in now, are they?
Well, I got to watch TV, of course.
Okay, well, yeah, they got a TV right there. You get to decide what you want on TV. What else did they do?
Well, they gave me shots every day or every night. It hurt very bad.
Shots always do. Not exactly something you want to do, right? It's not the most fun stuff in the world.
No, it's
Wait,
not.
Kennedy, you look really good. Did those shots help fix you?
Yes.
What's going on now? Do you still need to do some stuff to take care of yourself as far as medicine and the doctors?
Well, we went to the pharmacy and we got these pills, and the doctor gave them to me, and they're very good, actually.
And they're not as bad as shots.
But when I had cancer, I had to take these tiny pills and this big half pill. But my mom broke it in half.
That helps a lot, doesn't it?
Yes.
Moms do great stuff.
And I had to take it every morning and every night.
Do you still have to take the pills, or did you take them all and you're done?
I took all, and then I was done. Did you know I was so happy because I had my last loaf of pills?
That's very exciting. So how long has it been since you finished taking those pills?
I think it was 1 or 2 years ago.
Wow. So you don't have to take the pills anymore.
Nope.
And you don't have to take the shots anymore.
No.
And you're not hanging out in the hospital watching TV anymore.
Nope.
So you probably go see the doctor every now and then, make sure you're in good shape, right?
Yeah.
Kennedy, this happened when you were about 3?
Mm-hmm.
And you've been done with it for a couple years.
Yes.
And now here you are, a big 6 3/4-year-old young woman. Do you think being around other kids who are also your age, who have not had to be in the hospital and do the shots and the pills and be told that they have cancer, do you think maybe you have grown up just a little bit because of all the things you had to go through?
I don't think so.
Good. That's the best thing I've heard yet. Because you still get to be a kid. Well, you're a good-looking kid, and you look like a healthy kid. That is pretty exciting. Congratulations, Kennedy. You tell a great story, girl. Danna, you've had a nephew?
Yes.
Is there a difference between leukemia and lymphoma? Because I always hear the two referred to together.
They're both blood cancers, but I'm not exactly sure what the difference is. You do hear them together.
Which one was the one that your nephew?
Leukemia.
Yeah. I've heard leukemia more than anything.
Yeah, leukemia is very, very common, unfortunately. Quite a few people have it. In 2014, over 1 million North Americans were affected by it.
And then you take and you expand that number by the number of people in their social circle, their families, coworkers, friends.
Yep.
And it turns out there's a lot of people who are affected by leukemia and lymphoma. Tell me about this Woman of the Year competition that they have talked you into doing that I know you're excited about.
To me, it wasn't necessarily to win Woman of the Year. That's the name of the competition. It runs for 10 weeks. Basically, whoever raises the most money for leukemia and lymphoma is the one who wins the title of Woman of the Year. And I took it on because, like I said, I have seen what people deal with. I know what it involves. If they have siblings, it affects them, how much it affects the children. My friend's son was about a $30 million child when he passed away. It was very hard. Everything they went through, I've seen that. I stayed at the hospital every night so that they could have a break. There wasn't one moment that he was in the hospital that we left his side. So it entails a lot. Financial, it's emotional. This cause is amazing. I'm passionate about it because it goes 100% to research, to families, to co-pays, to help out people that are in the middle of the event, to help out when they first find out and any help that they need in that way. They're doing millions of dollars of research. The Leukemia Lymphoma Society has been responsible for doing stem cell research, which is a new treatment that has come a long, long way, and they're finding out that it's working very well. It costs millions and millions of dollars to put that together. One thing that I was amazed about is that the Leukemia Lymphoma Society benefits all cancer because it is blood related, and all the stuff they're researching and the treatment that they're doing is spreading throughout all cancers and all treatments throughout the whole entire body.
That's one of the great things about research, because when you contribute to whatever cause, helping to fund research, those scientists doing the research, when they find an exciting discovery, they don't keep it under wraps. They share that knowledge so that all of us can benefit.
Right. And at the time that my nephew was in the hospital, being that he was the first non-related cord blood donor ever, there was at any given time 25, 30, 40 oncologists would fly in all around the world to be part of that research. And he was a guinea pig at the time. And had they not did that on him, who knows? I mean, there probably would have have been somebody else, but he truly was an experiment. It cost a lot of money, and we need to stop this. We need to find a cure so that these kids can be kids and these families can enjoy their family, and we can put an end to it. The survival rate has increased quadruple, but there's still reoccurrences of it, and we need to find a cure, and we need to stop leukemia and lymphoma and cancer in general from spreading throughout so nobody has to go through this horrible experience.
You're right about the expense. The medical treatments just are crazy. Wear and tear on relationships. I know normally when these really major illnesses come along, it's taxing to the parents, it's taxing to the family. This is outside the individual who actually is dealing with leukemia or lymphoma. It takes such a toll. Marriages end, divorce rates skyrocket because of all of the stress that is put onto that household and that family dealing with the disease.
Very, very true. And you see it when you sit in the hospital for a year straight and you watch these families come in and out. While we were sitting there was a 9-month-old baby, little girl. They brought her in and she was in a crib. And I literally could have walked out with 25 sick children and had $200 billion in medical bills because you just want to help them all and you want to fix them. This is a way I felt I could give back and I can try and help raise money. We all can make a difference in this. And you're 100% correct. The divorce rate is really high. Siblings are affected. They have issues for the rest of their life that they have to deal with. They don't have normal childhood either. It's crazy until you've lived it and you've been involved in it and see what all it involves. When you don't pay all the medical bills, but you still have some you have to pay, which for most families is ginormous amount of money, and then you still have families to take care of. It's really hard. And if you don't have a support group, it's even harder. And this money and this cause is going to where it needs to go. And that's why I was passionate about this fundraiser. I want to make a difference in this world.
I don't think there's any doubt. What a great cause. Danna, with your involvement through your nephew and family members and such who have been around the whole experience of having someone in the family with leukemia, do you find that the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, we were talking about support groups and different kinds of aid that you can get, that the society itself is able to help the people who are going through this?
Yes, they do. They absolutely do. There's families, as soon as they find out, they guide them in the right direction. They help them with co-pays for their medicine. They help them with support. They help them with counseling. The funds go to everything related to what goes on with leukemia and lymphoma. So yes, they're very, very supportive. It's an amazing society.
You are helping to raise funds. We're going to see you named the 2015 Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Woman of the Year. You can do this. You've got the passion. You've got the desire to help. Since we're talking to people on the radio today on Talking Solutions, how can they help you become the Woman of the Year? What do we do?
You guys can donate to www.cancertotallysucks.com. Had to do that because it totally sucks and we need to wipe it out. So it's cancertotallysucks.com. You can go on and donate to that. $1, $5, $500, any amount will help. Any amount will go towards this cause. It will go towards families, go towards researching for a cure. Give up one Starbucks. Anything you guys can do is appreciated. This goes to help the families, the kids. We need to get rid of this. We need to make it go away. It does take money, unfortunately. It doesn't just go away. And this cause is helping to find a cure. They've donated billions of dollars and they've made major headway since they started in 1949. And anything anybody can do, I completely appreciate. It's cancertotallysucks.com.
I love the website. cancertotallysucks.com. I think we're all in agreement. That's a great name for it. What time frame do we have?
It ends May 9th.
We've got a little bit of time yet. How's it going so far?
We're doing good. There's actually been really good support. I'd like to increase it, but everybody's been very supportive.
It is the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society competition for the Man and Woman of the Year, and I think we've got a great candidate, Danna Hagenberger. Did I say it right?
You did,
Yes,
and that's awesome. No one ever gets my name right.
No. That's part of showing respect to somebody. You like
Good
that?
job, Kennedy.
Nice. Danna, thank you for coming in. And what you said earlier about the fact that these research scientists, when they come across some wonderful discovery, they share it among the other researchers, doctors,
Right.
no matter what the condition is that people are facing. So when there is advance or forward progress made in the leukemia, lymphoma areas, that knowledge, that discovery is shared among the medical community, which is great. It benefits a lot of people.
It does. It benefits a a lot. And I have to tell you, picking up Kennedy and bringing her here this morning and listening to her little giggle in the back seat and the fact that we have her here and be able to hear that little giggle makes it all worthwhile and makes me happy that I've taken on this challenge.
Kennedy, do you know we really like having you in the studio? This is great. By you being here, you're able to tell everybody who's listening to you on the radio right now that you took on leukemia and lymphoma and then you beat it and you got out of the hospital and you don't have to take the shots or the pills anymore. And you are looking good, girl. Congratulations, survivor.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming in and joining us today on Talking Solutions. Have you heard that the Clark County School District has got this big teacher search going on? We've got Tia Mathis in to tell us about it.
Absolutely. The growth is tremendously impacting our school district. Currently, we are in need of 2,600 new teachers for the next school year. So for the 2015-2016 school year, we are looking to recruit and hire 2,600 teachers.
Compared with a normal year, is that huge?
It's honestly not too much different. Currently, right now, in this current school year, we're about 500 vacancies short to have full capacity. So it's not a tremendous difference. And a lot of people, when they hear those numbers, they're really frightened. But the need for teachers is tremendous everywhere, but it's especially huge here in Clark County.
With us growing the way we are again. Right. And in the news, we've heard about certain schools that are going back to the 12-month track schedule. And I'm sure the reason, because they just got so many kids, they've got to manage what they've got in the building.
Absolutely. We have so many students right now. We currently have 357 schools, so we have to staff all 357 schools.
And when you have, like you were saying, we're about 500 short of the capacity that we need at this moment for Clark County School District teachers. I would imagine the way that you cover that is by making use of substitute teachers. Is there a situation where maybe you have to combine classes, make them a little larger just because we need to make room, we need to manage it?
We do try to fill those vacancies with long-term substitutes or people who used to work for the district who are now retired and come back to teach for our students. So we are able to fill those vacancies.
This program that I heard of just a while back, it was on the TV news. There was some kind of big event going down on the Fremont Street Experience. And I remember seeing the Clark County School District Superintendent, Pat Skorkowski. He sounds like he's kind of a fun guy.
He is.
He was all dressed up like a hero. Did he have a cape or something on?
He did. He had a cape. The campaign you're talking about is our Calling All Heroes campaign. And we kicked that off downtown on Fremont Street Experience. And our superintendent was just an awesome sport. He came out, he did the zip line in his superhero t-shirt and his cape. Really just want to bring attention to our need to hire so many new teachers. And we're really just trying to publicize and let as many people know as possible that we need new teachers. We need 2,600. We want them to come from everywhere, all over the country. So we do have a new program. Well, not new, but we really are trying to recruit individuals that may not even have a teacher's degree. We are looking to hire individuals with a bachelor's degree in almost any subject.
So, for instance, people who are already living right here with us in Clark County, who are doing something else or were doing something else, or maybe just coming out of school with a bachelor's degree in some area. You're saying you can take these people who already have a bachelor's degree and you can turn them into teachers.
We can. We can make them into our heroes. If you have a bachelor's degree, we have a program called ARL, Alternative Routes to Licensure. And basically through this program, it's about a 5-week program where we're able to train these individuals and prepare them to go into the classroom and become teachers.
We'll be looking to fill these 2,600 teaching positions, I would imagine, from a lot of areas. You're trying to get the word out. How about all those people who are back in the snow all winter? Maybe they'd like to come out this way.
We have done lots and lots of recruitment in those areas where people were snowed in. We've done recruitment in areas that have a lot of teachers but not enough positions. We are also recruiting in areas where they just don't have the jobs for their teachers and they're laying their teachers off. And so we really are trying to bring individuals from all over the country here to Clark County. We are just hoping to fill as many vacancies as possible.
Trying to get the word out across the country and say, hello, we're out here in this
Absolutely.
Great weather state, Southern Nevada, where the weather is beautiful, and you should come out and join us. So teachers that are existing elsewhere, maybe new teachers come coming out of universities across the U.S. saying, hey, consider us. We're here.
Absolutely.
We'd love to make you a part of our family.
We really want the community to help us. This is a community effort. We're just encouraging individuals to recruit their family members, recruit your cousin that just graduated, or recruit your aunt that just retired and tell her, come on out to Las Vegas. It's a great place to live. So we really want the community to embrace the campaign and really try to help us recruit these teachers.
That's exactly what my husband said the other day. He said, I bet a great way to help get the word out is to spread the word amongst our families, because we all have nieces and nephews who are coming out of college, or like you said, maybe an aunt or someone that we could get out here and act as good spokespeople for Clark County and how great it is to live here in the Las Vegas and Southern Nevada area and say, come on out, really, give this a shot. This would be a great idea for you. And the openings are existing and they're waiting for you right now.
Absolutely. We also have a social media campaign. So if anyone wants to learn more, they can visit our website, teach.vegas. And then we have Facebook, we have Twitter, Instagram. So the Clark County School District is really just trying new, innovative ways to recruit these individuals.
Have you seen some response coming back?
Absolutely. Our schools are actually getting on board also, and they're creating what's called hero videos. They are telling people why they should come teach for them. And we have a hashtag that's trending, CCSD Hero. And so we really just want people to know that our students need you, our teachers need you, everybody needs you to come here to Clark County.
It'll make for a bigger, better community for all of us. I am intrigued with the thought that people with a bachelor's degree in a different line of work or an area of study can become teachers. Mm-hmm. What steps do they take?
Well, the first step would be to visit our website, teach.vegas. We actually have an information session for these individuals because lots of times people just want to learn more about the ARL program. And we have information sessions offered via websites where you can do a webinar and you don't actually have to come into the district. And then we also have in-person sessions where we just sit down with these individuals and tell them the steps that they would need to take to actually become teachers.
Tia Mathis is with us, Human Resources Department for the Clark County School District. And our topic today, all about the need for more teachers for the Clark County School District. And you've got an interesting campaign going on. I'm liking this. Starting out with a big thing on Fremont Street Experience with everybody wearing the hero t-shirts and the capes and doing the zip lines. And to be a teaching hero.
We truly believe that teachers are heroes for their students. And so the Calling All Heroes is really just letting people know we need these individuals. We need these heroes to come and save our students, to come and save our school district. So that's the Calling All Heroes campaign.
Who has not had a teacher who had a special impact? I can remember back in grade school that I had that one third grade teacher, Mrs. Sherman. She just was something special, making that extra connection with kids. Maybe not all kids, maybe just a few kids in the class, but really ignite that spark of learning. Teachers are heroes.
It's not just teachers. We have lots of support staff positions. We have bus drivers. We have people who do the computers. I mean, there's just so many positions that people aren't aware of, but teachers are our primary focus because we need so many of them to move into the next school year. We're just hoping to be able to start in May with 2,600 new teachers already set for next school year.
When you get someone who's coming to you who has not been a teacher before, has not gotten their teaching certification through the state of Nevada, when they come to you new and they go to the website,
teach.vegas.
Teach.vegas, I've looked at the website, and it seems like if I'm a person with that kind of interest, I'm able to send you word that, hey, I'm kind of intrigued by this. I think this might be something worth looking into. So I've expressed my interest. At that point, how hard is it to get the licensure?
After they do the ARL program, they have some time until they actually become licensed here in the state of Nevada. You get 3 years to get that license. So they go through the program, they can be in the classroom within the next school year, but they may actually wait a while and see, hey, is this something that I want to do? Is this something I want to pursue? And then maybe they'll get that license the next year. But they have 3 years after completing the program to get that license.
That's like you're putting your toe in the water in the pool.
They're testing it out to see if they really want to stay around and be a hero.
That's okay, because as you mentioned earlier, sometimes when you lose a teacher through the Clark County School District, it's because it just wasn't a good fit. So especially for somebody who has the bachelor's degree but has not been a teacher before, it's a good chance to try it and see, is this a good fit for you? Is this something that you will find fulfilling?
Right. Coming to learn more about the program is a great opportunity.
Every day is a learning process, and we're not just talking about learning for students. also for all of us who have gone on to do different things in life, it still should be an ongoing daily learning process. So to look into the possibility that you could share your gifts and become a teacher, there you go.
Absolutely.
Learning something new every day. Do you see a positive impact with the Teach.Vegas campaign?
We do. We've seen a lot of people interested with the Calling All Heroes. The best place to go right now is our website, teach.vegas, and just check out the website. There's information on the ARL program. There's information on relocating to Las Vegas. There's information on the city. And then there's information where if you just have questions, who to contact so that we can put you in contact with the right individuals.
Check into being a teacher for the Clark County School District. And Tia Mathis with the Human Resources Department at the Clark County School District, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.